213 Rock with Harrag Melodica on Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio.
Hell yeah, sur la web rock station Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio, en direct avec nous, Andreas Kisser of Sepultura do Brasil. Hello, Andreas. How are you?
Good, man. Good. It's really great to talk to you here in São Paulo, still in quarantine. But everything's fine, you know, day by day.
Day by day, hell yeah. En direct avec nous, donc, Andreas Kisser of Sepultura do Brasil. Il est avec nous ce soir pour nous présenter, notamment, il a un message à vous faire passer, notamment, donc, à l'occasion de la sortie du nouveau clip vidéo Guardians of Earth de l'album Quadra de Sepultura. Andreas Kisser va vous parler des problèmes de déforestation au Brésil, de l'engagement du groupe à ce niveau-là, quoi. Andreas, welcome tonight on Tune Fun in Rocks. This is the name of the show, web rock station Vinylestimes, the Classic Rock Radio. We are located, the town, the city, as you know very well, Paris, France.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Fantastic.
Yes, oui, fantastic. We have a great audience from France, of course, and some European countries as well, Germany, UK, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, and North Africa as Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, because we are distributed by Amazon, Alexa system, plus 20 online digital audio distribution platform as SoundCloud, TuneIn, Mixcloud, etc. Man, this is a web rock station.
That's great. That's fantastic, man. It's of course very difficult times now. We had to cancel all the touring, you know, all the shows. That's the way we meet everyone all around the world, you know. But it's great that we have this chance to chat, you know, to talk. We are using social media a lot more than we used to, a lot more, and it's great that you open this opportunity for us to talk about Sepultura. You know, it's great.
Yes, thank you very much for your message. For the release of the new clip video Guardians of Earth from Sepultura's album Quadra, you, Andreas, talk about the problem of deforestation in Brazil and Sepultura commitment to this issue. Yo, what is your message?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is not something that we are touching for the first time, unfortunately. You know, we as Brazilians, we see this kind of problem just getting worse, you know, regardless of the government. Of course, the government we have in Brazil now, it's not only not protecting but attacking, you know, the forests, and they are changing laws that protects, you know, special places all around the country, just for business, you know, opportunities, and for the great industry of meat and other great industries, you know, that are not really concerned about the preservation. You know, Brazil is still a very huge country. We have the Amazon forest, we have the Pantanal, we have so many different beautiful places that it should be protected, because otherwise we wouldn't have any other chance to see this in the future. And Brazil is very unique as well. There's no such places that you can find anywhere else in the world, you know. And it was great that we put out the video for Guardians of Earth, and a lot of people around the world, they had that manifestation as well. like in Thailand or even in Siberia and other places, that they are having the same problem. The same problem of corporations really destroying, the forest and destroying the nature in general, So it's great that Sepultura have this reach, that we can talk about our own problems here in Brazil. Besides, Amazon is a worldwide problem, It is an ecosystem that is very important to all of us in this planet, So it's not only a Brazilian problem. Although the Brazilian politics and the way we are doing things here are the worst, ever in history. So I think it is important that we raise this question, and we need to actually fight really to protect, for our future generations, like we are doing since we are born.
Okay. Ouais, effectivement. Donc, oui, la réponse elle est longue, son message. Vous l'avez bien entendu. Oui, c'est une question effectivement de déforestation face au lobby. Donc, il essaye donc à leur niveau, effectivement, comme il le dit, donc de dénoncer cette histoire de déforestation. En ce moment, les entreprises, les lobbies, donc ils s'attribuent complètement les forêts, ils détruisent totalement la nature. Surtout que le Brésil est un excellent pays, un très très beau pays, peut-être comme il le dit, peut-être le plus beau du monde. Et en même temps, ce n'est pas seulement qu'un problème du Brésil. C'est aussi un problème mondial, puisqu'il y a eu des manifestations du côté de la Thaïlande, du côté de l'Asie, etc., concernant justement la protection de la nature. Donc il faut des lois, il faut absolument légiférer, c'est très important. Les entreprises ne doivent pas détruire tout ce bois, etc., toutes ces forêts, c'est absolument important, quoi. Ça, c'est le message qu'ils souhaitaient faire passer, notamment, et c'est l'issue notamment du clip vidéo qui s'appelle Guardians of Earth. D'ailleurs, on va en parler d'ici quelques instants. Andreas, the subject is very sensitive. You are on air tonight to send a message. The new clip video Guardians on Earth is an excellent idea.
Yes, that's what we do as artists. We are musicians that have the privilege to travel the world. As I said, Sepultura is well known all around, and it's great that we reach so many people, regardless of religion or politics. Sepultura visited 80 countries in 36 years of a career. We visited many places, many different countries, many different cultures, and we learn a lot with them, with everyone. Everyone has a special, different way of seeing the world and seeing society, and we should respect them and learn with each other. That's what our last album talks about, Quadra, about concepts and, laws and restrictions according to tradition and cultural events and education and entertainment and everything, We are just basically victims of our own cultural baggage. And because I was born in Brazil, I am the way I am. Probably if I was born in a different place, like in Saudi Arabia, for instance, I would have a totally different perspective of society and things like that, And we should respect each other instead of attacking each other because of our differences, And there's a lot of confusion in the world today. It's really hard to express an opinion. And music, it's very powerful because it's not only depending on language, on words. It's much more powerful than that, Music, it's a different connection, and I'm very glad that this video is having the impact and is reaching a lot of people around the world. And hopefully people will get together to stop this, somehow.
Ok, donc c'est un privilège effectivement pour eux qu'ils ont en tant que statut d'artiste. Quand même, Sepultura a visité 80 pays en à peu près 26 ans de carrière, c'est énorme, c'est juste fantastique, quoi. Et effectivement, l'album Quadra, c'est un album qui parle de culture, qui parle d'éducation, qui a ils ont élevé beaucoup de sujets, notamment donc dans ce dernier album. Oui, la musique est puissante, oui, et ils sont super contents. Les fans, effectivement, dans le clip vidéo, les commentaires sont énormes, différentes nationalités. Je vous dis, c'est juste mondial, quoi. Sepultura, c'est mondial, c'est ça. C'est 80 pays en 26 ans de carrière, c'est juste fantastique, quoi. About the deforestation in Brazil, in March, deforestation in the Amazon increased by 30 percentages compared to last year due to the reduction in environmental police patrol since the beginning of the epidemic. You know that?
I'm not exactly sure about statistics and numbers, but yes, in general, we never had a government that really opened the possibilities to destroy nature like they're doing. We have bad governments, all over our history in Brazil, regardless it's from left or right or whatever, north or south, whatever that means. But actually, this government is really working towards destroying nature for business investment, and stuff like that, which is a long fight that we all having, and it depends a lot on people that have different concepts and respectful ideas or respectful interaction with nature, So it's really hard to discuss with the government that don't want discussion. They want to do whatever they want to do and really don't care about anything else, It is not a type of government that's really taking care of the country as a whole, I don't see. They have a lot of this idea of patriotism, but what is this? To destroy your own home, your own place.
Effectivement.
It's really crazy,
Yeah, I know, it's really crazy. Effectivement, il y a énormément de problèmes avec leur nouveau gouvernement qui déteste au plus haut point, puisque le gouvernement Bolsonaro, effectivement, donc a autorisé, concernant cette déforestation, autorisé les lobbies donc à détruire ces forêts. Effectivement, eux, normalement, il est censé protéger le pays, et là, c'est tout le contraire. Donc pour eux, c'est complètement le contraire. C'est juste un truc de malade, quoi, comme il dit. C'est pas possible, quoi. Ça peut pas rester comme ça. Donc il faut absolument avertir le monde. C'est ce qu'ils font. C'est la promo en ce moment, en tout cas, du nouveau clip vidéo. Donc Guardians of the Earth de Sepultura, quoi. C'est vraiment un problème, quoi. And there is no limits because in the Amazon, what is certain, the loggers don't know the lockdown.
Yeah, in Manaus, the capital of the state of Amazonas in Brazil, is one of that is suffering the most about the numbers of infection, by the virus and everything. A lot of tribes, of course, they don't have any support. Quite the contrary, from the government, because they are, in their point of view, on the way of all this building or all this construction they want to do, So it is a very crazy situation that we are talking here in 2020. It seems that we lost all the gain that we kind of got, up to this point, about people knowing to respect and trying to respect nature. People are trying to eat better. The veganism movement, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a vegan, I don't go to the vegan diet, but I respect a lot. People are more interested and looking for what they eat. And it's very positive, and that's where we have to fight. Really, education, doing small acts. That is going to change a lot in a bigger perspective. So it is something that we have to unite ourselves really to stop this and to make sure that we don't kill and destroy everything, just for a few extra dollars.
C'est ça, comme il le dit, Monsieur le Président, vous devez protéger le pays. C'est le poumon vert en tout cas. Oui, il y a beaucoup de mouvements comme ça de respect, etc. Il parle notamment du mouvement végan, qui est vraiment très respectueux, vraiment. Et il le respecte. Lui, il ne l'est pas, mais en tout cas, il explique qu'il a des amis qui sont végans effectivement et qui respectent notamment la nature, qu'il faut respecter, apprendre à éduquer. Il faut être absolument sérieux avec ce sujet-là parce que c'est quand même un peu l'avenir et l'avenir de nos enfants en tout cas. Et ceux qui nous suivront, ça c'est très important, laisser une place propre, laisser une terre respirable notamment et ne pas se faire des dollars dessus, quoi. And Andreas, do you know many woods thieves see this epidemic is an opportunity and want to take an advantage of the situation?
I think it has 2 points of this, one really bad and one really good.
Okay.
I mean, it is a time of opportunity, that's for sure. I mean, you see a lot of new concepts of what the world is and what the nature is. You see on the first months of the first days of pandemic, you see nature responding. A lot of animals coming, appearing in the cities because they were empty and stuff. And the air was much better here in São Paulo, Brazil. So it is a time of opportunity to rethink, why we are running so much. What's the hurry? Everybody's running and never gets anywhere. Quite the contrary again, we are destroying our life with anxiety and depression and suicide rates among the youngsters that it's insane, never before. And all this social media that it creates even a more illusion of what life's supposed to be and stuff, So it's really that's the subject that is really, we try to bring to our lyrics and our music, so we can reach a lot of people that are tired of the news, of the normal outlets, of what's going on in the world and numbers and statistics and all that, and look within a little more, like I said, towards your own place that you live, and small steps, especially here in Brazil, like basic education. Don't throw litter on the street, respect the laws, pay your taxes and stuff, basic citizenship stuff that we should think even before we try to change the macro political situation in Brazil.
That's right. En fait, ce qu'il y a, c'est qu'effectivement, c'est un problème économique en même temps, mais aussi je lui expliquais que je lui demandais si en ce moment il y a beaucoup de voleurs de bois, c'est ça, voilà, c'est comme ça qu'on va dire, de voleurs de bois. Donc ils voient en cette épidémie comme une opportunité pour en tirer avantage de la situation, quoi. Voilà, quoi. Donc en fait, il y a un sacré business là-dessus en ce moment. Donc c'est là-dessus qu'il dénonce. L'éducation, c'est quelque chose de très important. Le vivre ensemble, effectivement, payer ses taxes, tout ça, c'est très très important. Le savoir-vivre en commun, ce mélange culturel qui est un énorme avantage au Brésil, ça c'est une situation, oui effectivement, qu'il faut encore développer, c'est très important. Voilà, ça c'est le message qu'il souhaitait faire passer ce soir en tout cas. Super bien, excellent quoi. And you know what? This morning I read a press article about from your Minister of Environment, Mr. Ricardo Salles, during an interview.
And my God, yeah, he's the symbol of this government. One of the symbols of the ignorant approach that this government is taking towards towards nature.
Yeah,
so he just signed today.
Okay,
and he ended a lot of laws and support, for people, and that was helping certain specific areas of the Brazilian territory.
Okay.
And now, it's crazy, because he's doing that and he doesn't care at all.
Okay.
Very much he doesn't care about society. He didn't. There's no communication. There's no discussion. It's like a dictatorship. I mean, he just go there and said that's the way it's going to be, and society has to take that with no. With no participation. I mean, what kind of democracy is this? I mean, we need to hear the voice of the people. I mean, Brazil is very big country from north to south. We have a lot of different perspective of Brazil and everything. And a government needs to talk to everyone, not only a specific part of a Brazilian society,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the worst that's happening now in Brazil. It is like a very small group of people taking control of very big decisions that was going to affect everyone, in a very bad way.
Alors oui, effectivement, donc ce matin, il y a eu un article comme ça qui est sorti justement sur ce sujet en préparant l'interview. J'ai trouvé cet article qui est sorti donc dans le journal Le Monde, où il expliquait que le ministre de l'Environnement, Ricardo Salles, dont Andrea a dit qu'il a rien à voir avec ce ministère, puisque notamment il est totalement pour, il a signé toutes les charges, notamment toutes les charges pour que les entreprises puissent déforester tranquillement sans aucun problème, effectivement. Donc là, vous avez entendu les arguments, ils sont assez sévères quand même. Et en même temps, donc Andrea pose la question, c'est quoi cette démocratie? Est-ce qu'elle est qui sévit en ce moment au Brésil? Pourquoi c'est juste une partie d'une certaine population assez riche, et l'autre que deviendra-t-elle, quoi, en fait? Voilà. Donc en fait, le problème c'est qu'aujourd'hui, c'est que il y a eu un regroupement de pays notamment qui aident internationalement le Brésil à la hauteur de plus de 400 milliards de dollars notamment chaque année pour investir dans le pays, notamment pour la nature, pour tout un tas de causes, et ils ont menacé de ne plus financer le pays si cette politique continuait. Andreas, I said, because your government changed its mind recently, this is the news from this morning, especially because 4 trillion in international investment funds threatening to cut off international relations if the country failed to reduce the deforestation. It's crazy. It's totally crazy at this moment. Yeah. It's totally crazy because a lot of nations are against.
It's really sad. More than crazy, it's really sad that this level of stupidity and ignorance, and it's have them controlling and the laws and and dictating the future of everything. It's really a shame, that people so stupid like that have the possibility to be in a position like that.
Okay, I understand.
It's really hard to explain, how this kind of people really gets there. I mean, only politics can explain that. Politics is a circus. People. It's really hard to depend on politicians and politics. We cannot. That's why we have to do our own. Really respectful. And do step by step, really small actions that we're gonna make a big difference. And this government it's really ransom of a lot of fake news as well. The planet is flat, and denying a lot of science, the science. Very much a fundamentalist religious point of view of everything, which is. I mean, it's beyond insane, that we are dealing with this like we were in 1300s or something, I don't know. It's really crazy. There's no room for dialogue.
Effectivement, c'est complètement délirant comme il dit en ce moment, la situation qu'ils vivent au Brésil, c'est complètement dingue quoi. C'est depuis l'arrivée du nouveau gouvernement. Alors effectivement, avant, là ils pensent que c'est vraiment le pire, ils ont touché le fond quoi. Vraiment, ils ont touché le fond et ils pensent que là c'est devenu assez chaotique et ça va donc c'est pour ça il lance un message. Andrea, your message I think has been heard now at this moment. And what do you think about the comments from Sepultura fans on your clip video Guardians of the Earth on YouTube, because over 3,136 people saw your video at this moment, and there is a lot of message from different nationality, from fans of Sepultura from this world. It's amazing. It's a huge.
It is fantastic. Yes, like I said, I mean that's our tool. Music and image and the message, and using our lyrics and our instruments really to get our point of view across, and it's great that we got so much response, and an overwhelming positive response, and a lot of people sharing their own experiences, like I said, in their own countries, dealing with politicians and nature in the same way. So it is a fight that we as musicians we do the way we do. I mean, that's our way of expressing, and it's great that we have not only fans from Sepultura, but we have doctors and lawyers and activist people that responded to the video, and not necessarily they are a metal fan or even a Sepultura fan, so it really reached out not only musically the heavy metal world, but it is a subject that is much more important, that affects all of us in this little rock floating in the universe.
Effectivement, les fans de Sepultura sont nombreux à travers cette planète, et il y a dans différents corps de métier, effectivement, il y a quand même, au bout d'une semaine, il y a quand même 356 000 vues et de nombreux messages concernant ce problème. Donc ce soir, le message concernant la déforestation. Alors je pense que le message est passé notamment. Andrea, after this coronavirus problem, I hope you will be back on tour with Sepultura in Europe, of course, and France, of course.
Yes, of course. We are working very hard since the pandemic started to reorganize our calendar. A lot of festivals are already announcing, new dates for 2021. We have a North American tour also rescheduled for next year. So, depending on the laws and the governments and visas and traveling, restrictions, we're going to work to go back as soon as possible. And we are ready, we're ready with the new show, with the new album. It's great that people are still talking about Quadra. The response from the video, it was great and very positive, very strong. So really anxious really to go back on the stage, which is, our place, to be on stage, to jam and to have this interaction with people and stuff. So 2021, hopefully we'll have this chance again, let's see.
Okay, let's see. I hope you will do another album for next year, or for maybe next 2 years. I hope a new album.
No, not thinking about a new album. You know,
Okay.
it's not because the pandemic stopped the world that Quadra disappears.
Okay.
I mean, we really need to play. We really need to develop an album on stage.
Okay.
You know, that's the idea, really. New music, new album will come naturally. You know, we don't have a plan for that. The plan is really to put the Quadra on the road and see what happens next.
D'accord, effectivement. Donc, il y a déjà Quadra est sorti en février dernier. Donc, effectivement, ils vont le promotionner encore pendant les 2 ans à venir. Le prochain album, il viendra naturellement, notamment. Le mot de la fin. Andreas Kisser, Sepultura do Brasil. Do you have a metal message to your fans tonight, please?
Oh yes, thank you very much for all of you that for the support for Sepultura. You know, like I said, we're here celebrating 36 years of a career. And we miss you so much. You know, we miss you to be on stage, miss you the concerts and the traveling, and to talk to each other. You know, person to person. But like I said, you know, working very hard for 2021 to have this chance again, and hopefully see you all on the road for the Quadra tour. Thank you.
Ok, c'était Andreas Kisser, Sepultura do Brasil notamment. Thank you very much for the interview on air. It was awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for your message. Okay, yes.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully we can make a difference for the better, you know.
Okay.
Keep fighting.
No, of course. Sepultura, tout de suite. Guardians of Earth sur 213 Rock. Hell yeah, sur le Rock Station. Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio. 12 years with Rock Station, Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio. Merci en tout cas pour vos messages qui sont en train d'arriver. Ouais, alors franchement, beaucoup de monde ce soir en tout cas à l'écoute de l'interview d'Andreas Kisser of Sepultura do Brasil, en tout cas le Guardian of Earth. Merci en tout cas, et cette prise de conscience concernant une politique environnementale, je pense qu'elle est vraiment très importante, effectivement. Il en faut une, effectivement. Oui. Continuons avec Migraine, le Out of This Life sur 213 Rock, et juste à la fin du titre, le Madama Rock. 213 Rock.